What's up YouTube, Mr. LMSC here, and today we're going to be continuing part hell of the Chain Lightning guided playthrough. So far been pretty smooth through normal and nightmare. We might actually do a little bit more leveling to start, and then we'll kind of continue through and just try and finish it up today. Nice and easy. So let's go ahead and pop over here. We can review the character really fast. I'm a little bit sick today, so I do apologize. Character's looking great. Resistances looked really nice. Mostly vitality, stats for gear, a little bit of energy. 1-1, 1-1-1. Max chain lightning and lightning mastery. Now we're starting to max out lightning, charge bolt, nova, all the synergies, of course. And then nothing in the fire tree. Gear, spirit, lore, stealth. We found a Noko. Ancient's Pledge, some resistances, magic find, just a life belt we shopped. And then more resistances and resistances. It's really just a lot of res and life kind of all over. Same for all the charms here. Nice and easy. Let's see. Glacial Trail and Drifter Cavern are the areas there. Like I talked about, these are actually pretty nice for farming. Just going back to some terror zones and kind of farming around there. Now, this isn't the best terror zone, as these gloom bats are going to have some light res on them and stuff, so... yeah, it might be a little tough. Maybe we'll try grabbing the mercenary, seeing if he can tank a tiny bit for us. And again, we are on players 8, but you can be on whatever player count works best for you. So maybe a little bit of a tough terror zone for us here, but that's okay. If you're having a tough terror zone, you know where you can farm.
Hello.
Love it, Denali. You can farm right out here. In a field? Almost. Right out here. Too many archers, he gonna die, but that's okay. And we can pick up, again, as many levels as we want right here. We can also, of course, make sure to use our lower resist. There's just so many archers out here. Light source or Nova, which is stronger. I mean, they're both very strong in their own ways. I'd say leveling, Nova ends up being a little bit stronger, but I mean, this is still doing totally fine. Like, this is players 8. You know. We got pretty good player speed here. So, anyways. Farm that as much as you want. You can go up to 70. You can go to wherever. We'll go ahead and take it to 61. And then we can continue through. Now, being a light sorceress, we do actually get access to the Den of Evil.
Evil beware.
As it has cold and fire immunes. Of course, can kill more stuff here as well. So this is actually a decent place for picking up a little experience.
Not enough mana.
But again, kind of all up to you, right? As is always the case, you kind of make the decision. Do I feel like farming here? Do I feel like farming back in Nightmare? Nightmare, of course, is just easier for the farming, but
Yes.
we'll go down to players 1, and we will head into the Den of Evil.
This place is.
It's also pretty rough being like players 8 in Hell, so we probably won't be players 8 a ton. Oh my gosh. But just in a couple places. You got 99% Holy Grail. Nice. What do you got left? Thanks, Snap. I think I did a Poison Dagger run before, maybe. I know I've done a Poison Necro run where I did Poison Dagger at least through normal. Maybe I haven't taken it all the way through Hell. But maybe I have. I actually am not 100% certain. We'll get out regular lightning for these single targets now that our lightning damage is starting to take over. And then use chain lightning for all the other. But again, every skill point really does help out on this character. And you just kind of have to figure out where you want to be leveling, where you want to be getting your gear, where you want to be doing different things. I do dislike the character maximum there. You love Frozen Orb Blizzard? Me too.
Good day.
Dang, Xanimus. Home and low. Give me those hacks. Okay, another level or skill point. Put it right there. And again, I am P1 at the moment.
I need mana.
Just because it's pretty hard to run P8 in Hell. Especially if you're not running something with like slowing them down. Like Blizzard. But the nice thing is, even on P1, we're able to do pretty good damage, I would say, overall. And then level up decently from that. And then again, if we get somewhere where we're like, yeah, this is an easy zone, there's not a lot of lightning immunes, we're able to pick up a lot of experience, then we can look at increasing that player count again. just farm in the zone. It's a pretty decent underground passage for us, but I don't love trying to farm the underground passage with P8. It just is a little bit dangerous, so. But on P1, we can definitely give it a go. Now, Dark Wood can be a nice area. So this is one where if we wanted, go find the waypoint. There it is. And if we wanted, we could farm here multiple times again in the future, as there's not going to be lightning immunes out there. This is not hardcore. If you're gonna play it hardcore, I mean, you totally can. A lot of it will really just come down to how much extra leveling you do, safety, all that stuff. Now, the tower is also pretty nice, as the Countess is immune to cold and fire, but not to light. So you can actually get some nice rune farming on this character, especially if you're just blitzing down right to her. But the one thing you have to be careful of in the tower is archers. Archers are lightning immune, plus just brutal anyways, right? You don't even if they weren't lightning immune, you really don't want to be fighting archers. Let's be honest. That's just not a fun fight. Not until you're very, much higher level, and even as like a Blizz source,
Not enough mana.
it's a rough fight. This is P1 right now. Like I say, in Hell, I'm a lot of times wary to run P8. Especially in like a tight area, like this. There's so many times where you're just gonna accidentally die. You're always cursed. You're teleporting around. Oh, look, they hit me. If that was P8, I'm probably just dead, So, when I'm doing Player's 8, it's going to be like I say, out in the Dark Wood, I would consider Player's 8. Ouch. Midora. No thank you. Best place to shop lower res wand. Act 1 or Act 2 in Nightmare. Like Akara, Drognan. If you can shop it pre-36, it's a little better. If not, it's, you just have to look at a few more wands. That's annoying because those archers are over there. Wow. Key of Terror. And those are faster unlock boots, but it's fine. Oh, we love getting a key. We also got the Thol rune that we needed for Shale Thol Lem. And I've got a bunch of extra chips. I'm just going to toss them, though, of course. Remember, you can use these for rolling stuff for money there. You can also use them to cube up rejuve potions.
Impossible.
If you go... like this, that'll make a rejuve. Boop. So, fun little extra knowledge there for you. Yeah, so now we have treachery available. Again, we can give that to us. We can give that to a mercenary. Whatever we want.
Hello.
And we can decide, okay, do we want to go and keep farming for more runes? Are we really wanting to get that rune? It's a little tough, but definitely possible. You could just farm here until you get that. You could farm for lems and coes and all of those pieces. Or do you want to move forward? So we can do like a tiny bit more here.
I need mana.
Pick up a little bit more experience. And maybe try one more time for an rune. Oh boy. A little bit scary in there. It's okay.
Good day.
No Umrin for us. Yeah, the thunderstorm animation's kind of fun. Let's go around here really fast. Pick up a tiny bit more experience. And again, the nice thing, like, obviously we've had some tough spawns with the archers spawning down there and stuff, but the nice thing is we do have, what do you call it? Struggling to speak today, sorry. Again, I don't feel great, and it's making it more difficult. We do have lightning damage, and she's not immune to lightning. That'll work for me. Future. What's going on, my friend?
Oh, the monastery.
We finished, yeah, the Terrazone Andy Grail finished. 58 hours. That's how broken she is. An entire Grail. 0 to hero. Not even like starting out with the Source Torch and a leveled up character. Level 0 to finish. Sub 60. Crazy.
I hope the sisters appreciate this thing. If
Best
there
kind of
was
light
magic
source to
here,
magifine
it's
with.
long gone now.
I mean, Nova Source is kind of more your standard nowadays, but I mean, honestly, lightning source is great. Like, you just broke a lot of people's hearts who thought they're doing well in their grails. The thing is, they are doing well in their grails. This isn't a problem of people in their grail. This is just Terrazone Andy, man. She's too good. She's way too good. That's it. Everybody's doing a great job. But if you can just like hone in on Terrazone Andy. Yeah, it was 24/7, but like maybe, 35, 30. Again, a lot was, what do you call it? Like leveling and stuff. It's like it was less than 40 hours of TZ Andy, really.
Good day.
Good day.
Yeah, Terrazone Andy average. That's what I'm saying, though, is I wasn't even fully optimized. I think I could be, if I was fully optimized, I could run half as long, sub 30 hours.
This place chills
So to me, that's like 1 month, 1 hour a day for 1 month. I could finish a whole grail if I just make sure to do it when it's Terrazone Andy. And that's where it's a problem, Ow. Why don't I play online? Sometimes I play online. Alright, make sure we're players 1 for Andy. Don't love all of the tainteds here. Possibility we just end up resetting out of the tainteds. We'll see how well Andy's doing and if it gets worse the deeper we get in there. Whoa.
Good day.
Alright, I'll just take a 1 shot, I guess. Yeah. Come on. The tainteds are annoying here. But it is also tough to be down here without tainteds, to be honest. There we go. Just kind of needed to get a line on her. Yep.
The evil queen has fallen.
But with that, give yourselves a clap. We did static. You can only static down to half. Act 1 of Hell is complete. Let's continue forward. Will you ever move on to a different game? You've been playing offline for a month and haven't had a single Tears on Andy. See, what you probably would need to do is just intentionally look at the calendar. If you go to d2emu.tz or .g.com, whatever, /tz, you can look at the offline timer, assuming you're talking offline. And you can see and plan ahead for all that. If you're doing online, it's a little bit different story because obviously you just have to do that. Infinity before Enigma for Light Source? Yes. Almost definitely. Do you think TCND is a problem for online too, or just single player? I mean, it's a problem for, like, it's a problem for both because she's just way too good. It's more a problem for single player, obviously, because that's where more people are going to be grailing and stuff. But, like, it's still a problem overall. If you know, she's just way better than everything else. When Terrazone Andy comes around, you know you're going to be getting Griffins and Astrians and COA and all these items. It's just like guaranteed, and that's a little too good, I feel like. What up, Ghost? At 3,400 subs, we will do a Mage Necro Summoner. So instead of it being a Summon Necro with the Skellies, it'll be a Summon Necro with the Skelly Mages. So, if you want to see that, get your subs in. We are 77 away from it.
Primitive beings could cause so much trouble.
Taking a break from Ethrail? Yeah, I mean, we're always, that's a decade-long journey, so we're always going to mix and match. Yeah, Hell Countess. I like Reaper's Toll more because it has the Decrepify on it. And that just is really helpful. How do you have stash space for multiple grails? You can make as many characters as you want on single player, basically, so. Yeah, if you're looking to have more characters playing, then Enigma is going to be the way to go. But if you just want for your light source, then
How may I help you? Welcome to my shop.
okay. Got our pieces again.
Good day.
Not too shabby for her. If Sunder removes the fire units, isn't Bone Hue better damage? I mean, Bone might be slight better damage, but you have to remember Decrepify also increases the damage. So, probably ends up more similar after the Decrepify proc and then the safety there. But if you just want straight damage, you can try out the Bone Hew. Whatever. Alright, Arcane Sanctuary. Definitely a zone that is good for this character. Especially with lightning and the straight kind of paths that you get. You can get some nice lines in here. And this is also a lot of Ghost, and Ghosts have good rune drop chances, so this is a decent place that you can find high runes. First way. The biggest thing is make sure you kill them on the actual path so they drop items. Because if they're over the space, then their items won't drop for you. See if we can get key number 2. Nope. What do you sock your Bone Hew with? AMs or shales generally. Depends what IAS frame my mercenary's at. So you kind of want to always like check there first and then make your decision after that. Extra fast is a little bit rough. But we'll grab a little bit of experience there. Okay, we have beetles, which I don't love, and extra fast ghosties. Hopefully we can pick a level up really fast. Good.
Move.
Hi there. Have a nice stream, llama wave.
Thank you. And if you do get a room here that's just like really gross, like this one, you can also just reset it, right? Like this is kind of rough. There's a lot of mobs. You know what? That's gonna be really annoying. Trying to deal with all that. We'll just quit out. Come back in. Try again. We also can get additional potions anyways for Andariel. Grab some thawing potions for Andariel. Heal up. And let's see what mob types we spawn here and how busy it is. Perfect. Not nearly as bad. So, again, never be afraid to be like, you know what, I'm going to take a second here. Sometimes that is your best course of action. Just quit out, come back in. Make sure we're on players 1. And we can go for Andariel. Chug our thawing potions. My static is, again, not great, so I am going to have to kind of get up on him a little. then we can just play the bounce back and forth game. And just like that, Act 2, even easier. Give yourselves a clap.
Diablo and Baal have escaped me.
Crescent Moon is better than Spirit. You're gonna need to find your FCR and stuff elsewhere, but yeah, the damage boost is really nice from Crescent Moon. That was fast. Yeah, that was pretty simple. Not too tough. Now, Act 3 is going to be a little bit annoying. There are a lot of light immunes in Act 3. So, how do you buy potions from the vendor that fast? You can spam enter and left click when you're buying potions. Kind of in a alternating pattern. You just have to make sure not to move your mouse in any capacity. If your mouse moves even a frame, then it messes it up. You can also go to old graphics, which is a little easier because it gives some leeway for your mouse to move. Yeah. Saw that one actually coming.
Good day.
Sorry, we got the eye. Staying to fight cursed spiders. Probably not the best idea. And then, like I say, for leveling, like... if you want to do a little bit of leveling here, you can. But a lot of the mobs are going to be lightning immune, so now we just pray for no souls. Looks like we're good. Oh, oops. And again, in the Flare Jungle, you're going to see a lot of lightning immunes.
I need mana.
So we'll just leave that and go grab a waypoint. Longest break I've ever taken from D2. In my life or when I'm streaming? Because those are very different.
I need mana.
In my life? Probably like 2 years.
Yes.
So yeah, again, I mean it's all lightning immunes, and even if you lower resist it, you can break it, but it's just brutal. It's not worth it. It takes forever. You deal no damage still. It's not worth it all. Did I ever play Classic WoW? I played a bit with Moo Girl. We enjoyed it a decent amount. The biggest issue was the questing was just kind of a little too samey, boring, you know. Everything was just collect 10 boar teeth, collect 8 of this. So much fetch. Fetch quest galore. Serena, always nice, as we've talked about, but the extra fast there is a little much.
I don't sense any magic about this item. Very strange.
Well, if she replaced D2, I mean, I'm sure I will still play both. You just found a champ from Terrorize Eldritch? Nice. Oh, I did not play any of the new Warcraft remasters, no. I still need to. That'd be a fun stream. Yeah, chain jumps back and forth, I believe, even to something it already hit. Llama RPG Farm to Fable. Yeah, I like Torchlight 1 and 2. I did playthroughs of those. I think I played with BT Neanderthal for one of them. For Torchlight 2, maybe? Alright, so we'll turn in our golden bird and our book. Extra life on this character is always very helpful. We got our pieces set there. Now, Travancore can be a little tough. We're going to basically have to pick out the right members to fight, because you're going to have a bunch of lightning immune, but then you'll also have the fire immune. If they all just happen to roll terrible, then you can also adjust that. Alright, let's go ahead and drag these guys away, as these are lightning immune. Here's some fire immune, fire immune. Okay, so we got the fire immune set here. We do have those lightning immunes in the mix, which is not the most fun. Trying to just break these guys off. So a lot of like Travancore fight is isolation. Can you isolate so it's just you and Ishmael and nobody else? Cool. I just wanted to get him dead. I was okay sacking myself there. I just didn't want him to be healed by the guy behind him, so that works. Now you can always telekinesis the compelling orb, just a fun fact. But yeah. Otherwise, we don't need to do all the trav. Just need to kill to get the flail. Then we can move forward. Now, like we talked about before, Mephisto and Andariel are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic for farming. So grabbing this waypoint can be super nice. So if we don't have waypoint there, we can leave that. See if there's a waypoint. There it is. And you can always reset your map over and over and over again. Until you get a really nice map for it. But if you want to we'll get our statics in. And then if you want, you can always do the cheese method, which is right here. You just have to be aware of the Travancore members. And you just have to make sure that you are far enough away from Mephisto he isn't casting at you. And then you're good to go. So this right here is what makes Mephisto kind of even better for the farming than going after Andariel. Because Andariel, you have the Tainteds down there, you have to dodge all around, and it's a much more annoying fight. Here is like relaxing as can be. You can drink your water, you can take a break. And hey, maybe you end up finding yourself an enigma or something.
No longer darken our
You know.
souls with hatred.
Lots of goodies.
Hail to you, champion.
See what we got boots wise. Trash and trash. So, you know, not too shabby. Give yourselves a clap. That is act number 3. For Act 4 here, there is potential of souls in the Plains of Despair. If you come across souls, you can just quit, right? Again, like we did before in the Taurash's tombs there. If an area is just too spicy, it's not working out, just save quit, go back in. It takes, 20 seconds. Can save you deaths, can save you tough times, all that stuff.
Not enough mana.
Hi, already tricked Diablo to Black Wolf mod.
Not enough mana.
Diablo 2 Black Wolf mod. Never even heard of it. I could take the time to stop and kill those guys, but one thing about Act 4 is monsters have a lot of life. So it can actually be pretty annoying. Oh my gosh. Curse is so brutal, man. I have not even heard of that one. Oh, sorry. It's a YouTube special. Alternate currency specials. Visual down. 2 more skill points. No binary. Thank you for asking, though. And again, we can take a look and see. If we do some Hellforge. Ugh. A little spicy. One of the biggest difficulties is lightning has those worst frames. So you cast it and then you're trying to teleport away and it's just like so slow. Plus we don't have that good of frames right now anyways. Alright, we'll moat trick Hephaestus.
Hail to you, champion.
Unpacking error. Maybe just try and do it again. I know it sometimes has an issue, but without knowing the error, that's a tough one. If you don't have Mephisto's Soul Stone, just go talk to Cain. He will give you another stone. Unless there's one on the ground. And let's see what rune we can get here. Maybe that rune. No, we get the foul rune instead. So, kind of opening up for obedience there, you know? Unfortunate. But as always, you can go and take a look and see what could I do with a foul rune, and then look through, or whatever rune it is that you did happen to get. Hey, Unbending Will, yeah. And then you can look at getting something nice for yourself for your mercenary. Few different options. So we're now getting to definitely tougher spot in the game. One of the main reasons is we're running into immunities that we cannot get away from. And this leaves us with two options. The first option is respec. We can respec into some sort of mix and match, so we could run like Chain Lightning plus Frozen Orb. Not as good, but still okay. This is a very... I'm just going to reset that. That is an extremely packed. The second one, of course, is the Mercenary.
Brazilian modders with, it would be cool to check it out, winking face emoji. They also have their own website, since you liked other reimagined mods.
Brazilian modders, interesting. So I'm just going to try and get a nicer chaos. And we're just going to have to play it a little bit safer. Because something I've talked about before is building a safe space. Right? You need a place that you can kind of back up into and work out from. Right?
Llama is a quieter.
Do I have a favorite class? I mean, I do love Sorceress.
Not enough mana.
Ooh, these Venom Lords are awful. Okay, so we're kind of getting this space built. We just need a little bit more done here, but... Down here is kind of where I'm like aiming for. Perfect. Okay, so now we have our safe space. This is also where leveling up and stuff definitely will help you. So being a higher level than 65 right now will be in your favor. Having a little bit extra gear, having that Shaco you farmed, having that Viper Magi, all these pieces will be beneficial for sure. If you got that Crescent Moon, it's really nice. But yeah, the goal here, once you have a safe space, is to not lose your safe space, right? You need to always be able to retreat back. Oh, I've got low res on me. Gross. And to always be able to retreat back to it. And then we're just going to slowly work our way out, right? This is going to be a much more methodical time than the other areas. Because you can't really blitz the chaos nearly as well, especially when you're under geared. Once you have a lot of gear, sure, you can go around and blitz it and stuff. But when you don't have the gear, you just gotta be slow and methodical with it. So I don't want to rush in and fight everything. I don't just want to teleport down and fight it all, you know. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fight some of it. We can see. If we want with the Stormcasters. But Stormcasters I'm probably just gonna end up dragging, I think. Pull them away from everything. Okay.
Hail to you, champion.
And again, we'll deal with those guys later, or we could get our mercenary right now to deal with them if we wanted. We don't have a great weapon on our mercenary or anything, but yeah. I mean, it's gonna be kind of slow. This is gonna take hours. Nah, it'll be fine. It will be fine. Now, one thing that would really suck is if we roll an immune infector. If that happens, which we can check now, we can either just quit and restart, or we could go respec if we want into like Chain Lightning Frozen Orb. Looks like he is not.
I built a fire sword just for TZ Andy. My Merc has an F Reaper's Toll. Would Infinity be better?
Yes. Infinity would be much better. Okay, so we've got good news and bad news. We were able to kill him. The bad news is we've kind of lost our safe zone. So we need to find and establish one again. Do some killing here.
Not enough mana.
Go back.
Greetings.
Is this slower than you would like? Possibly, but it's Hell Chaos and with an undergeared, under-leveled character, you know. We can also establish and take this back a little bit by, again, just dragging. So we drag these guys here. And we can kill them if we want, though they are a tough group to kill. But just like that, we've kind of reestablished. Safe zone is ours again. Okay. And from that, we can continue up to here. And if Desace is problematic, which extra fast is a little rough, but thankfully he's not lightning immune. Again, if he's lightning immune, we can kind of figure out how we want to do it. You can get a mercenary. Elemental Act 3 mercenary works as well. You can save quit. Sometimes you got to go through 1, 2, 3 iterations. Or you can do the respec and go that way. And really, this is one of the difficulties with the Source and one of the things that you have to consider when playing the Sorceress is that. Let's go ahead and try and drag these guys away. Is that she can be annoying with a single element, right? So when you get later on, you can be great. When you have your Sunder Charms and your Infinities and everything, it's all lovely. Okay, we'll just try and drag these guys a little bit over here. We'll kind of go safe point 2.0 up here. So now we come into the biggest issue, which is we're going to have to fight lightning immunes up here. And this is where we'll have to be a little creative, do some dragging, clear some of the chaos, right? Like you saw, we've got some of this chaos cleared out now. Gives us a little bit of room. Drag these guys away. Okay. So the good news is we are able to break because he's not lightning enchanted. The tough point and news is, of course, this is not an easy fight whatsoever. So, for this, we're probably going to try and get him separated off. And to do this, you can go in and out of town sometimes, and that will help break the leash that... Nice. That 10 FCR may actually be helpful. We can take a look at our breakpoints. Let's see, we are at 51, and I believe 58 is the next breakpoint. So I think that will help us. Okay, so our goal here is going to be drag away. Okay, and here I've got everybody that is not the boss just about. So you can either try and get the boss just running out towards you, or you can try and get everybody who, of course, isn't the boss. And we've got a pretty good chunk of those guys. Unfortunately, some of them are still locked on to the boss, so we're going to go back to town.
Hail to you, champion.
52, then 78. Oh, okay. Oh, we got the boss there again. Hopefully he stays up. And we can try and get all these guys just to kind of continue to follow us this way. Because again, we just got to make some space. Isn't too bad here, actually. I think I'm going to go get an Act 3 Fire Cold Mercenary. Because he's fire immune too. And they've got some fire res, so we'll go get an Act 2. Or Act 3 right here.
I'm surprised you made it back all in one piece. Most
Barani.
I'll put that to good use.
Of course, Hazard. GG. And we can work together with our dual elements right here and his freezing capabilities. My lower res wand. You have to always make sure that your mercenary is not being too dumb, where he's running out and aggroing a bunch of stuff. Definitely classic. So I really want to get the boss up here. Okay. Perfect.
Move.
Thanks, no time for bleeding.
Move.
And Huntarius, thank you for the prime as well. And now we get our boss.
I need mana.
And there you can see it is not the easiest thing, but it's not impossible, right?
Need mana.
It's something that you can just slow play through. You just can't super rush it. Let me go and double check on Icy Veins. FCR breakpoint is 5278. So, yeah, we did need that. We were 1 FCR short because we just did not have anything good there, unfortunately. We killed Desace, right? Oh no, Desace ran over here. That was a different guy. Alright, well now we get to have fun with Desace. That's unfortunate because I brought a bunch of dudes right to where Desace was. Alright, well we'll take a little bit longer then. Oops. I mean, didn't Pez say the next class was the Wanderer? Or something? Okay, I really don't like that guy on my body. Thank you. Jmod? Okay, well, a little bit more annoying because we messed it up there, but we good. We are good. Do you think we might see an aura-based class? I mean, again, I thought it was supposed to be a paladin that we were seeing, but maybe not. Yeah, the difficulty from Nightmare to Hell is such a big boost in this game. But just like that, give yourselves the clap. You are all done with Act Numero 4.
What do you need?
How easy was that? A little difficult, I will say. For sure, Adenine. And we will go to Act 5, where, you guessed it,
My magic will break
you can level again. If so desired, leveling does, of course, become available.
the rockets can rest easier now.
Right up here. And, you know, I'm on players 1 right now with the leveling. You can go up in player count. You can try and level on P1, see how it feels. see how P3 feels. You can just try different things out, but there is plenty of level opportunity once again. Right there. If desired. How do we do in fantasy this week? Dude, it was crazy. I was down 58 points heading into Monday night with London and Bijan. And they scored like 58.2 or something. So I won by just a couple points. Like point X, point 4 or something in total. Worked out real nice for us there. So we went 3-0 this week. Yeah, my Dynasty League, I'm 5-1 now. Team's coming along nicely too. Oh, that Bijan TD was so good. That didn't even like seal it up though. I came down to literally like the last drive. So close. I probably should have grabbed. Okay. Here we're gonna have to be a little particular.
Good afternoon.
Again, first off, potions can just be nice for money. I'm also going to need, or for, you know, you can put them on the ground, you can put them wherever. I'm also going to need some money, so I'm going to go ahead and sell a couple things that we've been holding for money purposes. Skulls are great money as well. There we go. Now, this is going to be tough, and there's a couple of things that we can do. I'm going to show you the cheesy way and the non-cheesy way. The cheesy way is as follows. You can go over here, and you can set TPs right here. Whenever Korlik leaps in the air at you, you set a TP, and he creates a spot on the ground that is locked right there. Okay? So now I can't walk through this. Nobody can walk through this. It's worthless. So then you can just get your guys here. You bring them up and around. And you teleport down here. And just like this, you've created a wall. And you can let him slowly kill. And the big thing I want is for him to kill Maddock, right? Spectral hit, teleport, fire enchant, cursed. The non-cheesy way is to run around more. And what I like to really do is to separate them off. Right? You don't want to fight all of these guys at once. Just doesn't work well. So we can actually come down here. That curse is really annoying. Looks like he's locked onto me. And then you're just fighting him straight up. Mano-y-mano. Now, Spectral Hit is not fun, so he's going to be a little bit tankier. But and this is also where dropping some mana potions on the ground can be really effective. Just to help out with having enough mana. Now, obviously, my mercenary also does not help in this, as he deals cold damage. Put on a thunderstorm, why not? I don't love being short all of this, these mana pots. Can also just try and stand him up for the most part. He's not hitting too hard. So I may need to go back and do more potions. But that's fine. I mostly wanted to show the cheese, and I was like, well, this is actually an okay spawn for them, so. We can also just bring them here and again show this piece. So again, up to you how you want to do it. Either way, it's going to be very slow. Not worth. Either way, it's going to be very slow. Now, you don't even have to have the mercenary. You technically can do this yourself with just lower resist charges and a lot of mana potions. But it generally is easier to have the mercenary. The shouts don't matter for us here. But we technically could just lightning him and lower res, and it would be like 6, 7, 8 minutes. Does that invisible barrier expire? Yes, actually, and no. I don't know why, but I have had it expire on me before when I'm just standing here doing this. Rarely, but every now and then, like maybe 2 or 3 times. He was too dangerous to be staticking. Now, something I can also do here is I can boost my mercenary up. So now he deals a little bit more damage with all the plus skills. He's got a little bit more FCR. Since I'm out of mana potions, this is him show. The Merc show. So, no, like I say. Kind of slow and steady.
I need mana.
Chain Lightning and Frozen Orb do not share a cooldown. There's no more shared cooldowns. They used to have, I mean, Chain Lightning doesn't have a cooldown, but they used to have shared cooldowns between skills. Not anymore.
I need mana.
Mercenary real MVP. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What about Llama? I did like half that damage there. Now this is gameplay. This is what y'all tune in for.
Moo.
Thanks, SWF. First time catching live and I see this. Welcome in.
Mercenaries are underpaid, stolen odd, and overworked. Forced to kill ancients.
Okay, fine. Look at me. Look at me killing. Don't forget, that's my gear, by the way. Look at me doing all this killing.
I need mana.
And voila, nice and easy. Now, again, a little necessary and annoying because
I'll put that to good use.
we are running a single element, and running a single element is very hard on a sorceress. So if we were running, you know, Nova or Lightning plus Frozen Orb, we'd be a little bit weaker, but we could take, you know, a few of those points, max Frozen Orb, have a few points in Cold Mastery, and that would be a decent enough Frozen Orb to take care of that. How many subs for another Terra Zone Andy? But then this one fully optimized. And it'd be later. Oh boy. If chat wanted another one, we could put a goal up. Right now we got the Summon Mage goal. So you always want to get that waypoint because a lot of times you're just going to run into garbage in the throne room. Like souls. I'm just not going to deal with souls. We could spend 20 minutes trying to like get that working out all right for us. Or we can just reset it until we don't have a terrible spawn. Souls. 3750 optimized Tears on Andy. If we got to 3750 subs, I would 100% do an optimized Tears on Andy speedrun.
Not enough mana.
There are souls. Let me just go again. Three souls and it spawns in a row. The optimized is I start off with gear and a leveled character instead of have it starting at level 1. Oh my god, again. Infinity, Source Torch, Enigma, Flickering Flame. Okay, well, we have a safe corner and technically there are no souls, so
I need mana.
I'm probably running not three. I mean, maybe I'm running 3-piece towels, but I think I'm probably running that Enigma Arachnid Mesh setup with the sweet Magic Find Fire Skills Ami. Be my guess. Could also run Scolders, but you get nice damage boost from the Enigma, and damage is worth a lot there, so
I need mana. I need mana.
Salutations.
but Torch and Skillers is one of the biggest things. That would just be so much of the damage that I'm missing.
Not enough mana.
Wave 1 done. I actually want to come down here slightly just to make some room. Oh no, he spawned me into lightning.
I need mana.
Oh no, he's not immune to lightning. He's lightning enchanted.
Not enough mana.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? Wave 3 is going to be a giant pain of a wave. With the Hydras and the Lightning Enchanted. like we're able to clear most of them though, which is really nice. Nice. This wave actually went a lot better than expected. Yeah, I'll also have more life. Wave 4, not too bad. Our damage is actually doing pretty well right now. Better than I was expecting. Yeah, the low res didn't actually go, did it? Sometimes you lower resist, but the game doesn't cast it. It's just true with any charges in the game. Pretty good. All right. And let's go and kill Baal.
Are you kidding?
Oh, come on! Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, going through and you're going to probably have to get some points into Frozen Orb or something. If a clone spawns, you can just run away. Make sure you're a screen or two away from them.
Hello.
Go back to town.
What's up, YouTube?
You can also chug some thawing potions. That just helps for survivability. And then you go back, and the clone will be gone. Simple as that. I love it, Smack. And we're out of charges on our wand. I guess this is a good time to showcase that. If you do run out of charges, it's like 160,000 to repair or something, but you know what else repairs it? One Ort Rune and one Chip Gem. So, an Ort Rune worth 170 grand. Very nice. Pretty nice. And just like that, congratulations, you have beaten Diablo 2. With the lightning. Chain lightning source. Nice and easy. Couple spots in there a little bit difficult. Right? Couple spots a little bit
Give
tough.
yourself
but
the clap.
I love that we have 5 defense. Let's take a look at Blue Star here. So again, enough stats for gear. The rest into vitality. I did put 15 points into energy. I liked having a little extra mana personally. 1-1. Didn't even really use the Frost Nova that much though later on. So honestly, you could even go without this point. 1-1-1, and then max, and starting to max these guys, right? Just a lot of synergies, a lot of stuff to max here. For that, our gear, I don't think actually changed one bit except this piece. We picked up this 10 FCR, which got us 1 frame faster. Otherwise, gear pretty much all stayed the same. Still that lower res one, still the same charms. Nothing too crazy. We are level 68, so decent level. Definitely for beating hell, that's a little bit lower than you're probably going to want to be. You'll probably want to be somewhere in your 70s, but, you know, not too shabby at all. And you can see, again, the power of our character kind of pick up again as we move forward. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this was a nice guided playthrough for you, and you now have a beautiful sorceress who is through hell. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.